my channel today, and we're going to be doing a brand new Sims 4 build, but not your ordinary build, because this time around, I thought it was time to actually renovate one of your homes in The Sims. And now, if you want me to renovate any of your houses in The Sims 4, go ahead and upload your house under the hashtag springitup. All links down below in the description for all the details for you to know. So this build was actually made by Hopi Dino on the gallery. I will link their gallery name down below, of course. However, they did this for my shell challenge a couple months ago when we had the paranormal stuff pack. And personally, I'm a big fan of abandoned homes because I feel like they have character and a story behind them. And I was up for the job. I had my Bob the Builder hat on, my handyman gloves and tools ready, and I was just prepared. Well prepared. I mean, honestly, looking at the exterior of this house, it was just perfect for my shell challenge a few months ago. But looking at it now, I was like, oh, this has potential to be a good house without all the vines and the wood on the walls and the decrepit flooring. Like, honestly, it's just perfect. Looking at the inside, it looks like a party gone wrong, and it's just wonderful. You got graffiti on the wall, you got newspapers scattered everywhere on the floor, you got vines inside, you got green moss on the kitchen floor. I'm like, what happened here? Was it 1988 gone wrong? I don't know. But personally, it's my gone wrong that I can just fix her upper back to its former glory. And I'm just pretty pleased with everything. Like, I love the paranormal stuff pack chairs and all the city living chairs and all the debug that they added into the rooms. Even the double sink action, bougie. This house was a bougie house. It had 2 sinks, not 1, but 2 sinks in the bathroom. And they got a nice mirror and all this like nice decor in the bathroom. And then upstairs, again, double sink action, bougie. And then also in the bedroom, unfinished walls, big old fireplace for catching on fire for no reason. And then you got nice little camper bed, and then a nice little camper bed in the small little decrepit bedroom with unfinished walls and also cracks on the wall that needs some patching up because honestly, it's time. But overall, I'm pretty happy, pretty pleased, and I cannot wait to renovate this house. But let's go ahead and hop into today's renovation. So now that we're into the speed build portion of the video, I have to say, when renovating this house on stream a couple of weeks ago and a little bit off camera, I had way too much fun actually renovating this just because it was very abandoned. I knew it was run down, and I knew the whole concept of what I wanted to do. And I believe I actually have 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. I know there's 2 bedrooms upstairs, and I believe there's actually 2 bathrooms upstairs, I'm pretty sure. Probably 1 upstairs and 1 downstairs. I do not remember. It's been a couple weeks since I've last touched this build and also last seen the footage. So I honestly do not know what I did, but I do know for a fact that I turned this house from abandoned to a suburban home with a modern extension. Now, I love suburban, and I don't really do modern as much, but I do try to experiment to the best of my ability to see what I can do. Now, I only attempted to do a modern extension for the side of the house and make it more of a garden area where your Sims can, you know, do all their gardening needs and be so eco-friendly and everything. It just seemed very fitting in my humble opinion. And so that's what I did. And I did a little trick with adding in beams from the 2nd floor face down to the 1st floor. And even though we don't technically have quote unquote beams already in the game, I use one of the wooden plank, like blank planks from Cottage Living that they added in as like a roof, like decoration thing. And I was thinking to myself, what made them put this in? But I knew for a fact that a lot of people were going to use it, and I knew I was going to use it for sure because it's literally a simple piece of wood. A piece of wood laid out there, small, skinty, and all the other stuff. And I was here for it, so I used it every chance that I've gotten. And I've done it in this house, and I think also in a previous house that I did a while back ago. I don't really know what build it was, but I know I used it for sure. And I kind of want to utilize that one piece of object a lot more often, because I know that Hey Harry and Felix did a collab together on a CC pack with all the beams that I forever will always love. I did not use it in this build because this build was made like back on the 26th of July. So it's been a while. And I remember I came back to this around like August 9th. I built it on stream, took a break, had a mental breakdown, and continued to build. Like, my life is an utter mess. And I remember I used to say that all the time. Every single build I think I did back in like 2016 maybe. I really don't know, but every single time I always said my life was an utter mess. And I'm like thinking to myself, wait, why did I always say that? And low key, it kind of was anyway, but you know, life happens, things go on, Sims are causing chaos. It is what it is, and we go with the flow, and that's all we really do. And I haven't done a midnight voiceover in a very long time, and I low key kind of like it, and I want to do them a lot more. And of course, I'm not doing face cam because I'm like, I look like a giant toe, and we don't need to have that on camera. Like, not today, not ever, because I literally just got off a stream a couple hours ago, and I knew I wanted to record a video. So I'm doing this one, and you're welcome. But I don't know, I just feel extra happy today because I don't know if you all don't follow me on Twitter or not, but I don't know when I'm posting this video because I'm pre-recording a bunch of videos in advance because I'm going on vacation to see my family a couple states away. And of course, we're all safe and everything, but I'm going to be seeing family for the first time in like 2.5 years, 3 years. I don't really know the last time I saw them, but it's my extended family. And so we're seeing them for the first time in a long time, and it's gonna be really exciting. And I'm gonna vlog everything. So if you want to go check out my vlog channel, I will link that down below in the description because I really want to get back into vlogging again. I made one vlog 5 months ago and didn't do it ever again because I started posting my podcasts on there. And I've decided now I'm gonna combine my podcast and also my vlogs onto one channel because it makes sense and they're all the same name. Hello Spring Podcast. Put it together, it makes sense. Plus, you get behind the scenes of the podcast, where we're gonna go with it. If I'm gonna get a studio, if I'm gonna go big with it, I don't know. In-person interviews, it's gonna be all the rage. I don't know. We'll have to see how things go in the future of the podcast, but either way, I'm taking my time with everything because I've realized that I'm moving. Literally, I'm moving to an apartment, not a house. I remember I was saying for the longest time, I found a house, and I was gonna move into it. It didn't fall through because he didn't contact me correctly. And well, I didn't get the first offer, which is fine. I don't really care. But you know, it's whatever. I was going to rent it. I was not gonna buy a house because that's just not it. And I have no credit whatsoever. Like, I literally do not have a single piece of line of credit in my name whatsoever. So I'm just sitting here, 25-year-old with nothing. So I rented out an apartment instead, way cheaper, very nice, newly renovated and everything. But also I get to do whatever I want with the whole apartment because I asked the questions and I was like, I want to be a professional about this and saying, can I paint the walls? Can I do this? Can I do that? Can I do all these things? And they said yes. Because they said normally they wouldn't, like tenants would never ask those questions, but I'm the tenant who wants everything and I want to have creativity in it, but be an interior designer because I'm a Sims builder who loves interior design and I want to be a builder IRL or an interior designer IRL like Mr. Kate, but then use my Sims knowledge, but make it real. It's like dream home decorator, but make it IRL, or house flipper, but IRL. You know what I mean? I get very inspired lately, and I've been watching a lot of like HGTV shows and like house flipper or that's a video game. I mean, Fixer Upper a lot, and I've also been watching a bunch of YouTube videos online about renter friendly things you can do in your apartment, like peel and stick, and like, you know, different wallpapers and how to decorate your hallway, your bathroom, bedroom, kitchen, living room, office, bedrooms. Like I'm not kidding. I have a Pinterest board, but I also been making like this Milanote type of like board for the past few months of figuring out what I want to do for each room, because what I want to do is make each room a different video. I'm kind of obsessed. Oh, even my dining room too. But my idea is that I want to be able to have all these cool things and do all these different things that I've never done before, but I've wanted to try out. And I think it'd be kind of fun to document it all, where I do a empty apartment tour as a traditional YouTuber would do, or lifestyle YouTuber I would know. I've seen a lot of empty apartment tours in my lifetime, like way too many to count, and it's kind of an obsession, but I don't care. but I'm going to be doing an empty apartment tour, and then I'm going to go room by room. Like everything's going to be a jumbled mess, but I'm going to decorate it as time goes on with me living there for a whole year, because there's no way I'm going to renovate the entire thing all in one go, because that's one, too much money, two, kind of not great for my mental health or physical health, and three, I start school in October, so I don't got time to do everything at once. However, I think the first video you're gonna see is me renovating my office, my yellow office, from the one you see here today, but also the one you're gonna see in the future, because it's a little bit bigger, I would think. I don't know. I never really actually measured anything, to be honest, of like, which room is bigger? Is it this one I'm seeing in here now, my parents' house, or is it gonna be my apartment? You know what? I never really noticed that at all. But to be honest, I don't really care. I mean, it's a room that I can turn yellow and be fine with it and have all the things I want. But that's going to be the first video you're going to see. And I think the second video might be either my bedroom or my living room or my kitchen. I don't know, because I want to do like cooking videos one day, or cooking streams in the future, and try out different things, because eventually at one point I want to make my own cookbook, because I've been cooking a lot lately on the vlogs and also and just like IRL and stuff like that I haven't captured before. And my parents love cooking, and so we're gonna make a family cookbook one day, and I've been documenting all of that journey as well. So I've been vlogging a lot, but I haven't been posting it because I've been lazy at editing, but also I just keep on forgetting to edit it. Yeah, so laziness at its finest, but that's what it is. But hey, what can you really do? And I think I might actually start doing apartment videos, like apartment renovation videos in The Sims, and trying out that, because I'm going to use The Sims to decorate my apartment and see what it can do, because the layout, like the 3D layout of apartments, are so handy because it makes perfect sense. Like I could literally do what I want with it, and it's going to be like, oh, I don't know. I'm just so excited. I don't know if you can't tell. You can't see my face, but like I'm just super excited right now, just to live on my own once again and be able to do things on my own and be a full-fledged adult and try out new things, give it a go and see what happens. Because honestly, I feel like me living in my own space, I'll have more of creative freedom at some point and be independent again and all the extra stuff. Like I've been talking my parents into, or I'm going to talk my parents into having me renovate the 2 upstairs bedrooms, my bedroom and my office, or most likely my bedroom, from the color pink to the color whatever it might be. Something that's more reasonable to sell a house for, because yellow's not sellable, if you didn't know that. However, I do not care. But my bedroom is pink, and I don't like the color pink as much for me, per se. And so I might turn it into white walls with a board and batten type of like 3D thing against the wall, because I think it'd be kind of fun and cool and dandy. But also just try out something different. I'm going to be a interior decorator who's a simmer, but IRL. HGTV coming at you live, called Spring It Up. It's gonna be lovely. I know it's gonna be wonderful, but I'm just pretty happy of what I've done so far in like this past like 25 years of living in my parents' house. But hey, what you gonna do? I don't know, something. But either way, enough about my life. I don't know if anybody else is listening to this video at this point, because I talk forever and a day, and I just talk a lot, and I talk very fast too when I get very, very excited. But that's just me. That's my life. That's my channel. Excitement all year round of fast talking and breathing, or not breathing. We don't know. We'll figure it out that later. But I'm pretty happy with what I've done with the house so far, of this house right here, because I had so much fun with the bathroom that you just previously saw, and I added in like some shelving on like above, or no, I guess on the side of the sink, and also inside of the shower. And I thought that was like a really cool idea of adding shelving and then sizing down a bunch of plants to like see as they were like sitting on the shelf, which they are. Luckily they weren't floating, or that would have been awkward, because floating plants do be sketchy sometimes. And I have to say with this house, I was struggling a little bit too much with this house because I didn't really know the true vision of what I wanted at this time. I knew what I wanted for the entire house at the very start of what I wanted to do, but then I realized that I was getting very confused on how I was going to execute it very well, especially for the kitchen, dining room, and also the upstairs bedrooms, because even though the upstairs is very small, I had limited amount of space on how I could decorate each room, especially the hallway. And I don't think I recorded it at all, but I'll show you at the end of the video in the real-time tour, of course, that all I know is that there was no way to enter the second bedroom for the kids. So I had to remap or relay out everything in the entire house and flip it around. Because originally I had a ladder outside to the second floor to the second bedroom. Or at first it was stairs and then it was a ladder. And then I realized, wait, that seems very tacky. This is not no Rapunzel, let your long blonde hair. That ain't no Rapunzel. No. We ain't in that lifestyle just yet. But soon, maybe. We'll have to see. But when I did that, I was thinking to myself, maybe that's not the best idea for it right now, because no toddler in their right mind could get up that ladder at all, unless they leaped and jumped and they were a demon from who knows where and just caused chaos and climbed the ladder like they usually do in The Exorcist. But I was like, you know what? Let's just take out the whole ladder situation, put a window there, and I remapped the upstairs where the beams are to have like a little landing where your Sims could just walk across to the other side to that second bedroom, which seemed very simple and easy. So that's what I did. But I'll talk about that later in the video. So since there are actually only 2 bedrooms in this household, I did make sure that this house had a seating in the dining room of 8 Sims. No, 6 Sims, not 8, 6. Because there's 4 and then there's 2 on the end. So a family of size of 6 was 2 bar stools. So I guess 8 could fit in here too. But for sleeping reasons, it only fits about at least 3 Sims and a cat. 3 Sims and a cat, that's it. Because I was thinking of the idea of my Sims 2 house that I did a couple days ago where I had 2 Sims, a Sim, or 2 adults, 1 teen, a dog and a cat, and like a roommate. But then I was thinking to myself, maybe that could be a good idea for this build where it was previously an abandoned home back in like the 1890s and was newly renovated to the 2021 or the 21st century technically. But the bill was fitting the cottagecore vibe that I was trying to go for and fit the theme of this world of Henford On Bagley, and it made perfect sense. And honestly, I'm pretty pleased on what I've done with all the wallpaper and the decorative items, because in my mind, if you didn't know and you haven't seen my reaction video to the 50 fun details about The Sims 4 that's not in The Sims 2 or 3, is that if you have Parenthood, there is like a doll set, like a doctor doll set that your Sim kids can use. And if they continue to play with that toy as they get older as a child, they'll get like an aspiration or some type of like want. I think they get like a wish that they want to become a doctor. And if you have your Sims achieve that goal or that wish to become a doctor, they'll like have this moodlet saying, I lived my childhood dream of becoming a doctor. And I thought that was so cute and so amazing. So I added in the doctor playset toy in the living room because one of the kids are going to be a future doctor, hopefully one day. And they're going to go to Brightchester University, which I think is probably the appropriate campus to go to for medical reasons and become a doctor. So it just seemed very fitting. And I kind of can't wait to make the family. I'm thinking of putting this in my save file low key, just because I like the story that I'm building for this family, but I also am pretty happy of what this house looks like now, because the family is one child who wants to become a future doctor and somehow wants to be a veterinarian at the same time too. Don't know how it's going to happen, but they're going to be a doctor either way. However, the parents, they're a same-sex couple, and their name is Hilda and Janice. Their daughter, his name is Helena. So that's all their names, which is pretty nice, honestly, and I'm pretty happy with that. And they all live here together, and they're having a happy life, wonderful life. They've been together for about 15 years now, and their daughter is only like 6 years old. They had a surrogate, which is pretty nice as well. And they've moved to Henford On Bagley moving from the city of San Myshuno in the Spice District. They didn't really have the best of life growing up, though. Like money-wise situation, one was a starving artist, but later on got a big old giant brand deal from Judith Ward and Nancy Landgraf that they were able to kind of save up all that money from all the commissions and all the videos that they made online from Simder. For Simder, actually, they had a brand deal for that as a I guess, social media influencer type of star. And that's one of the Sims who live here. Social media star and an artist and a future doctor. So we got 3 good old fashioned people who live here. Child wants to be a future doctor. One of the Sims, adult Sims, is a social media influencer. And another one is also a artist who loves to farm. And so I thought, hey, why not add in a little side yard where your Sims can go farming and have a cow or a llama, but also be friends with the woodland creatures of the rabbit and also the birds. I did add in the chicken coops. So you have all the bare necessities that you can get for your Sims. You got the birds, you got not the bees, not the birds and the bees, but you got the birds, you got the rabbits, you got the animal shed for the cow or llama. You also have the chicken coop. So you can grow your own produce, which is really nice. I believe I didn't add any lot challenges to this house because I didn't think it would be very fitting for that as of right now. But if you ever end up downloading this house off of the gallery, which is now up, now that I think about it, I think I uploaded this house already. If I didn't, it should be up now by the time you're watching this video. So if you want to download it, it's up there. My origin ID is SpringSims. All the things are down below in the description, along with my vlog channel. If you want to go subscribe, I would really appreciate that if you go subscribe to my vlog channel and also my VOD channel, because on my VOD channel, we're getting very close to 1,000 subscribers. And that way I can go ahead and monetize the videos. But, hey, if you want to go subscribe, that will be very helpful and very lovely at the same time. Because that way you get extra content. And I've been pre-recording a bunch of like lifestyle videos, like a couple draw with me videos that are taking forever to do because I'm indecisive as ever. But also I've been thinking of doing some tutorial videos, of art related tutorial videos, because I thought it'd be kind of fun to try those out. And also do some more tutorial videos on here, like a landscaping tutorial now that I got the hang of the pond tool and everything else as well. And if you want to check out my pond tutorial video, link down below. But overall, as you can see here, me figuring out the animal shed, I sized it down by 1. And surprisingly, the animal shed actually works, which is very surprising to me. I didn't think it would actually work, but I saw a Twitter post so long ago that I do not remember who posted it, but I saw it happen. And I was like, wait, that's a cool idea of actually sizing down the animal sheds and making your own makeshift animal shed out of these cool looking things. So it made perfect sense to use them that way. And they're still functional. So hey, it's a win-win scenario for both of us, your Sims and yourself. So hey, keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. I don't know what it is, but me recording a voiceover at nearly 1 a.m. in the morning is quite surprising, but also sounds kind of weird. But hey, I used to do it all the time. Like I remember back in the old YouTube days, I used to do like 3 a.m. voiceovers all the time for no reason because I was bored and had nothing to do. And I finished all my homework back then. So it just seemed very fitting to record voiceovers at 3 a.m. when everyone was sleeping, where I was yelling at the top of my lungs. I don't know why I did that, but I did. And I'm going to do it again because I can. But then again, I'm going to get very shy again when I move into my apartment next month. Oh no. I have to pre-record a bunch of videos in advance now, like multiple videos, so I don't have that complication anymore. Especially when I start painting my room, I'm going to need some extra videos up so I don't have to like sit there and edit videos. Luckily, my editor can help me with all that, which is very helpful in either way. Life is good. Life is great. How's your life? Hope it's wonderful and all that jazz. But either way, let's go ahead and hop into the real-time tour. So honestly, the original concept I had in mind was suburban with a modern extension, but I slowly have come to terms that theme right there with cottage living and Henford on Bagley just not work well whatsoever. So I changed my entire concept and changed it to cottagecore with a modern extension. And personally, I'm pretty pleased with it because the landscaping, the vines, the wisteria, the trees, the whole like fencing is like my aesthetic now. But I made sure I added a bunch of like debug items like this tree stump over here with the mushroom on top of it, the truck and the tractor. But what I did was I thought was really, really cool is sizing down this animal shed by 1 notch and putting it around a room with a roof on top of it. And I realized that this animal shed is still functional. So your Sims can have llamas, cows, they have a rabbit home, they have chickens, and I don't think I added in a wild flock of birds, but you know, what more can you ask for? You got chickens, you got cows and llamas, even got a rabbit, because birds will peck your eyes out. But as for the interior, I really didn't know what I wanted to do originally because I didn't know the concept of time, but also the concept of theme. So I realized that adding different assets from different packs like Discovery University, Cottage Living, Dream Home Decorator, also adding in some stuff from Get Together, even Laundry Day stuff and Tiny Living, also Cats and Dogs and Seasons, and I think I also said Eco Lifestyle. However, I used a bunch of packs here and there because each pack has their own individual themes with certain objects meaning different things. Like if you combine Seasons with Cottage Living and Eco Lifestyle, you'll have a brand new build with a different concept, but they all work well together. Now, I added in some grocery bags from the Goldblum grocery stand in Henford On Bagley, also a little gnome and a rabbit and a glass pitcher. And then I was pretty happy because I added in a rabbit hole, scratching post for your cat, a little pet box, and a Seasons box for the holidays. And originally I was gonna have an open concept here where you look down from the second floor to the first floor. I realized that no one could access this bedroom over here, so I added in a landing, but you still have like a small little opening here that you can still look down and have some funsies and do what you want. But now for the living room, I didn't know what I wanted at all, but I knew that I wanted a small, quaint, nice, comfy area for your Sims to go vibe in while watching TV or just sitting by the fireplace. So I added in a fireplace, a little TV stand, also this little couch here, and also this armchair with an easel, and also the Dr. Playset from Parenthood, and also a cross-stitching box. Now for the kitchen and dining room, I knew what I wanted, and I slowly have come to terms that making an open concept was just the way to go. And I slowly have realized that I have not used these chairs from Cats and Dogs in 84 years, and I don't know why I haven't used them. They are so perfect for any country cottagecore home known to man. Like looking at the back of the chair, the knots on the back with the pillow, it's just like, where has this been all my life? If you're going for cottagecore, might as well use the country kitchen kit to its advantage and see what you can do with it. Now, what I'm really, really proud of right now for myself is the bathroom. Now, I'm not a big fan of bathrooms in The Sims at all because I really don't know what to do with them. However, I have come to terms that bathrooms might be my strong suit now because I'm making them bigger and adding more decor and clutter around them, like towels, plants, detergent, buckets, mushroom chairs, little laundry basket, even also adding paintings on the wall and a purse on top of the toilet. And a little bucket on the side if you ever throw up or, you know, you need some extra, you know, whatever to scoop out some water out of your toilet if it becomes clogged. I don't know what you do with a bucket. Who knows? I don't know. You decide that for your own advantage. However, cat litter box, some gnomes, and also just another painting on the wall. But I'm a big fan of the shower right here because I added in a hanging plant from Paranormal, sized down the shelvings and also these plants and put them on the shelving to make them like, hey, your Sims place them there in the shower so they get extra moisture and also the heat and all that jazz. So it just seemed very fitting to put them in the shower right then and there. And as I mentioned before, the second floor, I did add in a landing over here so your Sims can access the second bedroom because originally there was no access to this bedroom besides via the ladder outside. But I've realized that no toddler and no other older Sim could carry down a toddler or carry up a toddler to the second bedroom. So I left the ladder for anyone who wants to access the bedroom outside or just want to have sneaking out for funsies, whoever lives here. I don't know who. You decide that to your own advantage. But this kid's bedroom is my favorite because I added in like this little nice bench over here, a nice bed from Parenthood, and also the cross-stitching box, and some cabinets and also a cat because they love cats. And I don't know, it's just a very simple, quaint bedroom for a kid. And then for the parents' bedroom, I had fun with this one too because it's very small, but yet very cozy at the exact same time with all of the cottagecore floral patterns and also the lamps, the chairs, the nice little ribbons on the wall. I added in a chicken competition ribbon, the cow, and also the milk competition. So when it came to the modern extension, I really didn't know what I wanted to do originally, just because I didn't know how well I can fit cottagecore with modern furniture. So I decided to make this little area eco-friendly by adding in the water generator and also the power generator, including the vertical gardens from Eco Lifestyle and including all the windows and doors from that pack. Like, that pack alone is straight up modern. Like, you could not tell me otherwise that it is not, because it is. But I also added in the solar panels, including also the lot challenges and lot traits like Eco Lot, natural lighting, and also Bracy Breeze with the lot challenges as simple living and including reduce and recycle. Now, with the simple living, it comes with cottage living, but however, you're gonna need to actually have the ingredients in your house in order to cook food, but you can take it off if you want to. You don't really need it, but I thought it'd be kind of fun since they already have the chickens and the llamas and the cows and even the rabbits, and also like their own little personal garden inside and outside to grow their own produce, but they can also buy stuff from Henford On Bagley to get their own food and also order groceries too if they need any extra things for special recipes. So you basically have everything you technically need to live in this home fully with no issues, but still have a good time with the nature of Henford On Bagley and cottagecore and modern and all that jazz. But overall, I do hope you all enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments below, as always, on what you thought of this renovation. And if you want me to renovate one of your houses, go ahead and upload your house under the hashtag #SpringItUp on the gallery and all that jazz. And personally, I can't wait to renovate another house of yours in The Sims. But overall, as always, I hope you all enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!